What's up, fight fans, and welcome back to Minseo MMA. UFC 328 is officially in the books, and what a night it was. We saw championship drama. We saw rising stars make statements. We saw veterans remind everyone why they're still dangerous. And we witnessed one of the biggest surprises of the year. Today, we're ranking every fight from the UFC 328 main card, from number 5 all the way to the fight that stole the show. Let's get right into it. Number 5. Bobby Green vs. Jeremy Stephens. A matchup between two longtime favorites kicked off the main card. Jeremy Stephens entered the fight looking to prove he could still compete at a high level, while King Green was aiming to show that experience and skill can still overcome raw power. Unfortunately for Stephens, the fight didn't last long. Green looked sharp from the opening moments, controlling the pace and refusing to give Stephens the chance to land anything significant. After finding an opening on the ground, Green secured a rear naked choke and ended the fight in the first round. It wasn't the most competitive fight of the night, but it was a strong performance from Green and a reminder that he's still a dangerous veteran in the lightweight division. Number 4. Alexander Volkov vs. Waldo Cortez Acosta. Heavyweight fights are always unpredictable, but Alexander Volkov showed exactly why experience matters. Coming into this matchup, Waldo Cortez Acosta had momentum and confidence. A win over Volkov would have been the biggest victory of his career. Instead, Volkov delivered a veteran masterclass. Using his height, reach, and technical striking, he controlled the distance throughout the fight. His jab consistently found the target, his kicks disrupted Waldo's rhythm, and he never allowed the younger fighter to get comfortable. To Waldo's credit, he had some success and continued pressing forward, but Volkov's technical advantages were clear over 15 minutes. The judges awarded Volkov a unanimous decision victory, further cementing his position among the heavyweight elite. Number 3. Sean Brady vs. Joaquin Buckley. This fight had major implications for the welterweight division. Joaquin Buckley entered UFC 328 riding significant momentum, and many believed he was ready to break into title contention. Standing in his way was Sean Brady. And Brady's game plan was simple: wrestle, pressure, control, win rounds. From the opening bell, Brady consistently disrupted Buckley's offense. Every time Buckley tried to create space and launch his striking attacks, Brady found a way to close the distance and force grappling exchanges. Buckley showed flashes of his athleticism and explosive power, but he never found a consistent rhythm. As the fight progressed, Brady's control became increasingly difficult to overcome. By the final round, the momentum had fully shifted in Brady's favor. The judges awarded him a unanimous decision victory, and with that performance, Sean Brady firmly established himself as a legitimate contender in the welterweight division. Number 2. Joshua Van vs. Tatsuro Taira. If you're a fan of flyweight MMA, this fight had everything: speed, skill, heart, championship stakes, and non-stop action. Joshua Van entered the fight as champion, but Tatsuro Taira represented the toughest challenge of his career. The matchup immediately lived up to expectations. Van found success with his boxing combinations and relentless pressure, while Taira showcased the elite grappling that has made him one of the most respected young fighters in the sport. For 4 rounds, neither fighter could completely separate himself. Van had moments. Taira had moments. And the outcome remained uncertain deep into the championship rounds. Then came the 5th. Van increased the pace, began landing more frequently, and slowly overwhelmed the challenger. Eventually, the referee stepped in and waved the fight off. A 5th-round TKO. A successful title defense. And one of the best flyweight fights we've seen all year. Even in defeat, Taira proved he belongs among the elite. But this night belonged to Joshua Van. A performance like this doesn't just defend a championship. It creates a superstar. Number 1. Sean Strickland vs. Khamzat Chimaev. The upset nobody saw coming. This was the fight everyone had been waiting for. For years, fans debated how Sean Strickland would match up against Khamzat Chimaev. Could Sean stop the wrestling? Could Khamzat maintain his relentless pace over 5 rounds? Could Strickland survive the pressure? At UFC 328, we got our answer. and it shocked the MMA world. Early in the fight, Khamzat looked exactly as dangerous as expected. He pushed forward aggressively, forced grappling exchanges, and immediately tested Strickland's ability to defend takedowns. But as the fight progressed, something interesting happened. Sean Strickland settled in. His jab became a major weapon. His confidence grew, and his takedown defense improved round after round. Khamzat still had success. He secured important positions and forced Sean into difficult situations. But unlike many of his previous opponents, Strickland refused to break. Every time Khamzat gained momentum, Sean responded. Every time the pressure increased, Sean stayed composed. By the championship rounds, the fight had become a true battle. Every strike mattered. Every takedown attempt mattered. Every exchange felt significant. When the final horn sounded, the outcome was far from certain. Then came the scorecards. Split decision. And new. Sean Strickland had reclaimed the UFC middleweight championship. It was a career-defining victory and the biggest win of his recent career. For Khamzat Chimaev, it was the first professional loss of his MMA career. For fans, it was a championship fight worthy of the hype. And that's why it takes the #1 spot on our rankings. Biggest winner of the night. Sean Strickland. It's hard to choose anyone else. Many fans counted him out. Many analysts believed Khamzat's wrestling would be too much. Many thought the title was changing hands. Instead, Sean Strickland proved once again that he performs best when expectations are against him. He survived adversity. He adapted. He executed his game plan. And he left the arena as UFC middleweight champion. That's the definition of a huge win. Performance of the night. Joshua Van. Joshua Van entered UFC 328 as champion. He left UFC 328 looking like a future superstar, defeating Tatsuro Taira in a 5-round war contest. Finishing Tatsuro Taira in 20 minutes of competition is even more impressive. The performance showcased his skill, showcased his conditioning, and most importantly, it showcased the heart of his game. And that's all we've got for today's UFC 328 review and rankings. This event delivered action, drama, championship moments, and one of the biggest upsets of the year. But now I want to hear from you. Did you agree with the judges in the main event? Was Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira your fight of the night? And how would you rank the UFC 328 main card? Let us know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to Minseo MMA, and turn on notifications so you never miss future UFC coverage. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.